Street Beefs, what's up, y'all? Video part deuce. So I just did a video updating y'all on a few things, and of course I left something out which is kind of important. And I'm gonna go into this twofold. So every few comments, there's somebody complaining, "Face, there's too many people in the cage. Too many people in the cage." Okay, let me start by saying, if the fighters ain't complaining, then who gives a shit? Okay. And I haven't had very many fighters ever complain about too many people in the cage. All right. Let me start by saying that. Now, first, and the big thing I always hear is, Face, one guy in his infinite wisdom said, "You never see the president of an organization staying in the cage or ring during fights." Fair enough. The thing is, this is a backyard organization. And let me be very clear on something. We're not sanctioned. Our refs are experienced, but they're not certified referees that took classes or any of that. In other words, it's like this. Something goes wrong in that ring and somebody ends up severely hurt or dead, they're not going to cuff up Ref Rob. They're not going to come and put Esteban in jail. My ass is going to be the one that suffers. I've been doing these fights for a long time. I got a sixth sense about really keeping an eye on the fighters and making sure that they're okay. So I think when you've got people who, none of us are professionals. So the more sets of eyes on a fight, the better. The more different angles people are looking at a fight, the better. To make sure fighter safety is everything. It's paramount. Secondly, we're not a professional fight club. We don't have professional equipment. So you see another cameraman in the ring. That's because it's a secondary angle. And actually, he saved our ass yesterday because the main camera malfunctioned twice on two different fights. And the secondary angle was able to be used. If not, those fighters would have just lost their fights, which would have been devastating. So we got that secondary cameraman in there. Now, with all that in mind, I'm still going to take heed. And I told the secondary camera person, Iraqi assassin, that he's got to move outside the cage. We're going to put him up on a platform on top of the cage where he can see down and film for the alternate angle channel. So that's one less person in the cage. But the camera woman, myself, and the ref is always going to be in the cage. That's just the way it is. It's obvious why the camera woman has to be there. Until we get $20,000 camera rigs like the UFC has, which I don't see happening anytime soon. We have a person using a camera handheld. So they have to be in there to get the action. And again, I just explained why I need to be there. We're not professionals. We need as many sets of eyes on these matches as possible to ensure fighter safety. And that's what it's all about. Again, Street Beefs is about, inexperienced people or experienced people being able to either A, come and solve a dispute, or B, come and experience a fight safely. Okay? And by safely, I mean safety is everything. That's first and foremost. I put fighter safety even above fan entertainment, period. So I stay in that cage to keep a close eye on things for that reason. For everybody asking why I stay in the cage, that's why. Okay? It's not going to change. You can complain in the comments all you want. Don't matter. And you can say, well, Face, you could just as easily stay outside the cage and yell in. No. Then shit gets blurred out and mixed in with the crowd. I'm right there, keeping an eye out to make sure the fighters are safe. Okay? And again, I'm sure some smart ass is going to say, boy, that's what the ref's for, to make sure the fighters are safe. True indeed. But again, it's my ass on the line. I built this organization. my reputation is behind this organization, whatever my reputation may be. And I'm going to make sure that everybody leaves in one piece. It's not that I don't trust my refs. I do. Ref Rob in particular has been reffing for a lot of years. Yet a couple of events back, there was a situation where a young man was in a choke and went out and Rob didn't catch it. I was at a slightly different angle. I did catch it. Okay. Think what would have happened if I wouldn't have been in that cage. Think about it. And it's happened a few times. It's just good to have multiple eyes in there to be able to see. If it messes up the movement of the fighters a little bit, I will take that over a fighter ending up severely hurt or dead. So hopefully that answers the question about the cage being too crowded. If you guys see other people speaking on it, feel free to direct them to this video. See y'all soon, man. Peace.